Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was off. Hi. Thanks for coming by. Oh, I'm so excited. Hi. Hi, Yana. Oh, you're here, and then after like me mentioning I don't do live video, and here I am. How are you? Hi, Lucky. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for being here. So I'm just going to start off with a little introduction for those that weren't here yesterday. So my name is Daisy. I'm based in Seattle, and I am a freelance illustrator. I put in the description on Lightbox that I am not a classically trained artist. I don't know if that's the way to word it, but I'm self-taught in the sense of that I didn't go to a traditional art school in order to choose this career path. So I have always been fascinated with expressing myself through art. As you know, as a kid and as a teenager, I actually had a long period of time where I stopped drawing after like in my 20s. I hardly did any art. I was just busy with life and other circumstances and everything, and now that I'm older, I've gotten back into art. I've learned mostly through YouTube tutorials, just anything that is freely available I will try to absorb. And I've also taken some online classes. So I've taken a couple of classes through CGMA, which I highly recommend. I think they are worth it because of the quality of teachers that they have. And I've taken a few classes on Skillshare. I'm interested in pursuing more of that kind of self-learning kind of route, and I've taken a couple of classes with mentors. So I've done some mentorship. So I currently am interested in maintaining my independence as an artist. Most of the way I make money is through commission work right now. Ideally, as I grow, I can move away from that and be able to focus more on my personal storytelling. I want to be able to make my own art books and world build and characters, and I have stories in the back of my mind that I want to tell. I'm very interested in telling stories regarding mental health. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me. Let me look at the chat really quick. Hi, Sonia. I'm reading the chat. Sorry, it takes me a minute. I'm so glad you were able to come. So, oh, Amanda, you're in the Pacific Northwest. Nice. That's really neat. Yeah, self-directed learning is great. I'm a big advocate though for trying to find a method of gaining critique, whether it's through classes where you get the critique from professionals, or if you find a good Discord group or a good forum where people are hopefully kind too, but can give honest feedback, because it can be hard to see, for me at least, it's hard for me to see areas I need to improve on, and having that other perspective has been really, really helpful in my personal growth. So yeah. Oh my goodness, it's 2 a.m. for Lucky. Wow. Oh, you're in Germany. Oh, nice. Very nice. Hi. Okay, so hi Kate. Hi Jen. Hi Zavin. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This was the character we came up with yesterday. So what I've been doing is I've been picking a couple of kind of random character prompts and trying to create something within the hour that we're here together. This was the one I didn't finish this all yesterday. You can look at my live stream from yesterday, and I got to the sketching phase, but my hope was that we could do a new one today. Feel free to just stay and chat and ask any questions you might have. Feel free to draw along if you want to follow the prompt and try to create something, or if you just want to draw your own, whatever it is you want to draw. At the end, I'm hoping we can share what we've come up with at the end of the hour. So to hopefully make that a little easier, I have opened up a Google Drive folder where everyone who wants to can put their images in there, and we can just go through those and share them at the end. Or you can tag me on Instagram and I can try to look at those and also put them on screen to see what everybody's making. The only requirement is that it needs to be family friendly, so keep it PG. And yeah, so hopefully we'll see if anybody's willing to share what they make. That would be super cool. Okay, all right, and so to start, there's a lot of people. Thanks for joining me. So to start for this one, the character prompt, we looked up online like a random character generator. Oh, and the other thing is, I try being transparent as far as my process goes. I don't draw from just memory. I'm not that good. I'm always using references. So I did pull references beforehand. And if you're curious to see what the references are, they are on my Pinterest board. I put the link on the description on my YouTube channel. I don't know if you're looking at this through the LightBox link, but on my YouTube channel I have it. So it looks a little bit like this, where I just selected just a bunch of different references. I'll be referencing these as I create my own character. Let me see what else. And so to start, I was hoping to give a few quick tips. I don't know if there's any, I really love it if anyone who's in the chat has other tips or something they want to share. Feel free to do that. That's awesome if you can do that. So I was just going to give just like a couple of kind of beginner friendly tips as far as drawing. Oh, am I in the wrong? Here we go. Hello. There we go. Like kind of character tips, or kind of character building tips. Oh yeah. So the like I said, thank you, Purple. Feel free to upload stuff to the drive, and I'll try to share whatever. Like I said, it just needs to be PG. It doesn't matter. Subject matter doesn't matter. Just if you could limit it to one per. I just don't know how many people are here, and I'm hoping that we can go through as many as possible. So try to limit it to one. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I'm new to this, so I'm hoping it works out well. But yes. So I wanted to share some kind of character design tips. They're basic, so the one I wanted to share today is kind of how to go about creating a character in a pose. At least this is my method. I really enjoyed a video by Modern Day James on YouTube where he describes using a combination of methods that I agree with. I think those are wonderful ways to learn to grow, to put your characters in poses. One is the mannequin method, and the other one is the gesture method. And I think practicing both is really important, because the mannequin method will help you with perspective, and then the gesture one is where like you kind of give your characters, they don't feel so stiff, and give them that like nice organic live human feel. But I'm just going to show like a very simplified mannequin method, and the reason, like, I don't know if you've looked, you probably have, but if you look at a lot of tutorials online, there's a big emphasis on learning how to draw squares and put them in different angles and perspectives. And the importance of that is that you learn to think of 2D items in 3D space. And that's what helps with being able to pose characters or actually do anything when it comes to 2D. So I usually start with a circle for the cranium. There's so many better artists online, honestly. But so this is going to be very simple, but I could, if anybody's interested, I can recommend better tutorials online. This is just a very quick one, but yeah, circle for the cranium, and then kind of, I call it like a face plate where you extend the jawline downwards, and then you have the kind of cylinder for the neck. I really benefit from putting the rib cage. I kind of make this kind of shape for the rib cage, but you can do a square for that, and just depending on which orientation you put it in, you can like have like a puffed up kind of proud chest, or like if you're like have a character who is more shy, you can have them kind of like hunched down. So I feel like the direction of the chest is really important in that kind of storytelling. And then I have just a circle for the waist, and then the bottom half is also this kind of half cylinder kind of thing. I guess they're both like cylinders in that case. And then the balls for the shoulders, and then you can have the cylinders again for the arms. The what do you call this part actually, where your elbow, hello, I don't know anything. The elbow usually kind of matches up if you look at it with your belly button, so it kind of goes right there in the middle part of the waist. And then you've got the lower arms. I'm gonna like show how little I know about anatomy. But like I said, this is just a very simplified way of going about it. But I just use a bunch of cylinders and spheres. That's pretty much. So if you're able to, and I'm always checking my proportions because I feel like I mess up a lot, especially the lower half of the body. For some reason I tend to like make it really long, and then the feet can be like kind of this triangular trapezoidal element. But if you're able to move those cylinders in that are 3D and convert them to 2D, then that's where you can like have fun with like foreshortening when you have like a limb pointed towards your camera and you don't see much of it, right? Because that cylinder is going to be squished depending on where your camera is at. But I want to just show that briefly to hopefully help with some character design. Like I said, it's very, very simplified, and there's definitely a lot of really good tutorials on YouTube that you can search and look at. So let me see the chat. Wilderness mentions, in creating a character rather than going straight into drawing, think of what or how said character is interacting with an object or the environment. That is true, especially with illustration, right? Because you don't just have a character just floating in space. I definitely need to work on that more, because I tend to, like yesterday's character, I just tend to, I've focused a lot on character design, so I just kind of have my characters without much else interesting in the background. But yeah. I'm just gonna put that in the little corner, I guess. But yeah, let me know if anybody has any questions, anything they want to chat about. I don't know if anybody's seen anything good on LightBox yet. I've been listening to a lot of, yesterday I listened to a lot of mental health talks, which is really nice. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to draw. Okay. Oh, so is anyone actually drinking tea? I am. I have my tea. It's peach tranquility. Yeah, it's the Tivana tea. Anybody else drinking anything? Yeah, I agree, Yana. I actually haven't had much of a chance to look at stuff today. I've been surprised how busy I've been this week. I'm missing Carla Ortiz's demo right now. I'm not saying that to make anybody go see it. Please stay. No, I don't know. I love her work. Like, I've studied John Singer Sargent and I just love his work, but I think she's now my new favorite, like, oil painter. Even though a lot of her work is digital, it just has this beautiful oil painting quality to it. It's just so lovely. But I definitely want to catch that later. Ooh, lots of good drinks. All right. Well, Purple asks, how many hours have you put into your craft? So, I was sharing that yesterday that, like I said, I had like a big hiatus with art. I stopped drawing for almost like 10 years. It was like a really long hiatus. And so I started looking into art seriously. Like, my circumstances changed and I started looking at art seriously again. around the big year that I remember was 2016, because that was the first time I learned about Inktober, and I participated in that, and I could share some of that. I already shared it on Friday's live stream, so maybe if you want to see some of that, you can go there on my YouTube channel. But yeah, so 2016 was when I started. I thought, I've always enjoyed art. I would like to try that again, and I did Inktober, and after that is when I started taking some classes. So the first class I took was the CGMA class on character design. I remember thinking, I just want to do art. I don't even know where to start. I don't know how to go about it. And I just looked online, like something fairly affordable. And that's where I found CGMA. And I haven't looked at their website in a little while. I am interested in an upcoming class, because I just discovered Iris Muddy, if I'm saying her name right. I just found her, and I love her work, and she has an upcoming class there, I think. So I'm really interested in looking into that and seeing what exactly she's going to be teaching there. It sounds, I hope I can get in. I hope I can take that class. So yeah, I want to say like I've had like maybe 5 years of like trying to improve, and I relied heavily, or I focused heavily on character design. I want to move away from that and do a little more, or expand, and I want to do more illustration, because that's kind of closer to my personal art goals, is being able to make illustrations and do my own storytelling like that. My big influence has been Studio Ghibli, is like my first art love, I think. And so I think like character design was a nice way to go about it. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. And so I have the most experience doing character design stuff, but I am trying this year to expand and go more into illustration, which it's more complex, I think. But yeah, let me see. Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know Yana Hoffman, is that how you say your last name? She just kickstarted a really, really sweet comic about, it's called The Lonely Giant. I don't know I've never been part of a Kickstarter before, and I'm not sure how it works when the Kickstarter is over. Like, how are people able to get your book? How does that work? But it's like a super sweet story, and I was able to do a little illustration for her, so I would recommend taking a look at that if you have a chance. Okay, so there's a pre-order page. Yeah, I would definitely recommend looking at it. It's just such a sweet little story. I just fell in love with it. It's like that kind of stuff. I want to learn to do that kind of stuff.
So yesterday's character was, I felt like a little more fantasy because the prompt was like it had to be a hybrid character. So that's why he's kind of half dragon. This one is a mechanic. And whenever I think of a mechanic, I think of FMA. And so I'm like, okay, there has to be like automail somewhere. So I think, I don't know if I'll give her a robotic arm or a robotic leg. I'm not sure. And then she said it's this frizzy pink hair, so she's gonna have an afro. That's kind of challenging though. I don't think I've ever have I drawn an afro before? I don't think I have. So this will be interesting. I feel like that's the fun thing about doing prompts is that it always kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone. And you end up creating stuff that I wouldn't have thought of otherwise. Today I saw this like fashion short story, a fashion story or something that said like butterfly clips are in because they were really popular in the 90s, and it had someone with a big poofy afro and like little, what do you call it, like cornrows, is that what they're called, like going up with the little clips. And I'm like, oh, I have to use that today. So we'll figure out how to detail that later. I guess if you have an afro, you shouldn't be able to see the ears, right? Okay, you don't need the ear. Yeah, Kate, yeah, like it doesn't have to be this prompt at all, even like anything that you want to. I was hoping that we could just have some fun, just kind of chatting and relaxing together. So ooh, a sakura background would be pretty. Oh yeah, maybe the bottom of the ear, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of putting a headband. It's like more like you kind of, so I don't know how this type of hair, how you style this type of hair, but I actually have one of the references where it's like little braids maybe that go just up a certain distance and then use little clips to stop them. But I guess you could do also a headband instead of the clips. Okay. Because I think I'm gonna make this a robotic arm. Do y'all like more fantasy or more sci-fi? Which way do you lean when it comes to your personal work? Fantasy? Ooh, steampunk. Sounds fun. Oh, Amanda's working on a fantasy webcomic. That sounds really cool. Maybe you can share that, like the link on... Do you have it up? Do you have it up somewhere and you can share the link? He said, mentions, I really like robots and buildings for sci-fi, but characters and creatures are fantasy in some landscapes. Yeah. Sci-fi all day, every day. They're both fun. I think I lean more, well, yeah, I lean more fantasy, but I want to explore sci-fi. I get annoyed with like sci-fi stories that involve robots because I feel like that's like a great chance to like explore what it means to be human. And a lot of times, like a lot of stories that I watch or read, they kind of get there, they kind of get close, and then they drop it. I don't know if that makes sense. But I think it'd be like, I don't know if anybody has a good story where it's like really into what it means to be human, like outside our human bodies, right? Our consciousness and stuff. I haven't seen it. I've heard that Ghost in the Shell explores that really, really well. So maybe that's what I'm missing. I don't know. She has to have overalls, of course. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like that storyline, Sid. Real humans? I don't know that. I know of Near Automata. I'll have to look at those suggestions later, because I think that's like such an interesting story concept. Hi Kathleen, thanks for coming. I love drawing chunky sneakers. I don't think I do them very well, but I really like I want to get a pair of really chunky sneakers. They're so much fun. Not that I need any more sneakers, but oh my goodness, you're all so creative. Concept of Sid says, I find the concept of a robot wanting to learn about spirituality to be fascinating. That would be fascinating. Ooh, that's interesting. So I've seen two people, I can't talk, who are working on webcomics. I want to see. I hope you put it in the chat, or maybe at the end you can showcase it a little bit. Oh, we're talking about the use of like robots in storytelling, or AI, or yeah, like self-aware AI, that how that can be used in storytelling to explore what it means to be human. And so we're talking about different games and shows and comics that explore that idea. You know what I just watched? What's that anime called? I call it VVVVVV. What's it called? VV? It's that. Vivy Floret's Eyes song. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I just watched that and I was like, it was okay. I didn't like. Well, I won't spoil stuff, but I was like really hoping they would dive deep into the whole, struggling to know what it means to have like a human heart. Because it's about an android, or is that the right word? It's a robot, and who goes on this mission and stuff. I don't want to spoil it, but I feel like I wasn't satisfied with the resolution to it. So no spoilers, I guess, in the chat if people haven't seen it. But yeah. or something. I think the perspective on these items are going to be wrong, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it later. I've almost been here for 45 minutes. I can't believe it. It always goes by so fast. Oh, there's like chat's moving really fast. Hold on. Ah. Oh, okay, bye Yana. It was nice having you here. Thanks for dropping by. Jen says there's a book, Clara Under the Sun, about an AI trying to figure out what it means to love. Ooh, that sounds interesting too. Oops. There's a lot of good recommendations in the chat. I'm gonna have to go look them up later. And so, if I'm just gonna say it, if people don't know, Zavin is my husband. So he's in the chat. Yes, I have read Asimov's books, but you know that already. I don't know if I finished them actually. They were interesting, little short stories. I'm trying to remember. We have been called out. Oh, that's interesting. George is drawing by hand. Do you mean traditionally? Is that what you mean? I'm so scared of drawing traditionally. I'll occasionally do it, and then I will try to Control Z. I made her. I made her very flat chested. I was trying to how do I change her proportions a little bit? I'm not sure. Oh, so yeah, several people are doing traditional work. Cool. With markers. Wow. I mean, I think traditional work is wonderful. You definitely get the satisfaction of the tactile. I will if I go to an art store, I will buy all these I'll buy all these markers and all this paper. I love the feel of really thick paper. So I have a collection of nice traditional tools, and I need to try it more often. I like using to get rid of the fear of the blank page. I like using digital just makes it a lot easier for me in that sense, where I don't mind just going in extremely sloppy and messy and just getting the ideas down, and then what I do is I'll often it'll take me 2 or 3 layers where I start refining and just kind of fixing all the looking for mistakes and fixing them, and with digital it's just so easy to do it that way, so that's why I stick to digital. Traditional does make me nervous because of that fear of the blank page. I know you can basically do the same technique traditionally, where if you use a LightBox, you just use up kind of cheap paper to make your sketches and fix them, if you so that you don't have the eraser marks and stuff, or you can just sketch really light, I guess. I've also seen people do it where they have their sketch digitally, and they'll even get it pretty close to final line work, and then they will
put their iPad and it increase the brightness all the way through, and have the iPad work as a light box, and so they trace over that, or they'll print out their line work and then trace with traditional media over that. So there's multiple ways of doing that. I am very much afraid of drawing on fancy sketchbooks. I got a really cool sketchbook from Peter Hahn. Let me go get it really quick because it's so cool. And then I don't draw in it because it's like, oh, it's too cool. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, so I went to LightBox. The first one was 2019, and I got to go to the first one, and Peter Hahn was there. He was very popular. I wanted him to do a portfolio review for me, and I wasn't able to pin him down, but he was doing portfolio reviews and all this awesome stuff. And he was selling this sketchbook which he drew, hold on, with marker. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's gorgeous. And it goes through the back. Isn't it wonderful? Wait, I'm confused with the camera. And it's like, I've had it since 2019 and I don't draw in it. Cause like, I feel like look at this. Oh my goodness. How do I draw in it? I don't know. I should just draw in it. But yeah, I love this. This is like my favorite unused sketchbook. Okay, cool. All right, so it is almost 5:55. If you're up for it, let's start sharing stuff. I know people said they were working on web comics. I would love to see that if you have it up. Or yeah, like I said, you can, oh, there's already one here. So you can upload, if you want to, you can upload what you were working on in the Google Drive folder that I opened up. It's available on my YouTube description. So you should be able to get it there, or if you want to, you can also post it on Instagram, and I'll take a look at any one who tags me there right now, and I can bring those up as well. So if we want to share, that'd be fun, but you don't have to either. Yeah, so if you have previews and stuff, feel free to like put it in the chat. Because I'd be interested in taking a look. And I'm gonna keep working on this character. I'll try to finish it tonight and then post it tomorrow. And if I have your permission, then I'll post whatever you were working on alongside that post. So I did something similar today. So just if you could give me like a permission in the chat to post it, that would be great. And it doesn't have to be like the prompt related. If you were just sketching or doing something different, that's totally fine. Okay, let's take a look because some stuff is coming up. I'm also gonna look at Instagram in case somebody's tagging me on Instagram. I don't see anything yet. So if Sid, if you can you drop them into, if you feel comfortable, do you want to drop them into the Google Drive file? I can also put it in the chat. Hold on, give me a second. So there's the link. I think I did that right. Okay, so I'm gonna start sharing a few of these. Ooh, ooh, that's like good stuff.
Okay, I think this one's Amanda's comic. You said this is traditional? It looks traditional. How do I do this? Okay. So this is Amanda's comic. And it looks traditional. Can you tell us a little bit about it? It looks like elves. Yeah, I'm looking at the drive. I'll look at the drive. I'm just wanting to go through a few people. So you should be able to just drop it in. I think I might be getting tagged on Instagram. And if we run out of time, I'll be up a little bit longer. But if we run out of time, you can just tag me afterwards on social media too, and I'll take a look. But okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna keep going because there's a few different things. But this looks really cool, Amanda. I'm gonna have to look for you on. You said I missed it, but you said where it's at. Let me take a look. Oh my. Okay. These are funny. Where'd you go? Who is this? Who drew this? Who is this? Oh, I lost it. I'm not sure who drew this, but this is funny. That's cool. Okay. What else we got? I guess I'll just keep it up here. Okay. Oh, this is looking cool. This is very nice. Yeah. Ooh, I like how you drew the curly hair. I don't know how to draw curly hair. I'll have to like figure that out with mine afterwards. Very nice. Mochi Koi? Is that your handle, your social media handle? This one's Kate's. Oh, you're doing a full illustration. Oh yeah, this was from, is this the one from yesterday that you're working on? I think this one was like started yesterday. So this looks super sweet and definitely has very good storytelling, I think. Like, I'm very interested in learning more about these characters and what's happening here. That's really cool. I think I was calling you Catherine, but what your name is Kathleen, right? I'm sorry if I said it wrong earlier, but nice. This looks like an illustration too, like is it somebody with a map? I'm trying to figure out what's happening, but it's cool. I like the different camera where it's like the backside. I feel like I've been noticing that more and more, where like if you have the back of a character, that can be a really interesting perspective. It's not done very often, but I really like it actually when you have the camera just behind a character. I think it's a lot of fun. And you'll be able to see exactly where they're going. Like I think in this case, like the room that you're creating is going to be, like in my mind, that would be like kind of like the focal point, right? Like, or the big storytelling element is like where they're going. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh my goodness. What? Who drew this? That is so sweet. That's gonna make me blush. Well, thank you. I don't know who did that. It was really sweet. If you could actually, I think you can edit. If you could all put your names so that I know who's doing what. Nice. Lucky. That's very nice. I like it a lot. Okay, yeah, I don't know who this is again. Aw. That's cool though. And here's Purple. I found you, Purple. Nice, very nice. I like the atmosphere a lot too. Like your colors work really well, I think. The cat is so cute. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one, but that's okay. Oh, this is one of the comics. This looks interesting. Is this, who's this is? Oh, this is Sid's. Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know if you did you mention it's hosted somewhere too? That's really cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to like go through everybody's stuff quickly, but I want to take time later to see stuff. Whoa, what's happening here? Wait, I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. Your line work is super cool. It's making me think of, what's the name? There was that movie. I'm blanking out, that one android girl that's like good at fighting with big eyes. I can't think of the name, sorry. But yeah, I like your line quality. It's really, really good. Okay, who else? Am I missing some? I don't know who this is. Oh, I want to know who these are. Okay, but it's really nice. Very nice. Thank you, guys. I think that's it for now. Oh, let me check Instagram. Is there anybody? Oh, okay, yes, we got one from Instagram. How do I pause it? Oh, here we go. So this is Annie, I think. Anne? You were here yesterday. Nice. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, and I think that might be it. I think that's everybody. Where are we at in time? I think we're past the 6 o'clock mark. Okay, cool. I think that's it. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Right? Oh, wait, no. Is it Isis? That's cute. Oh, what's happening? Why is that character so sad? Okay. All right. Very nice. Thank you so much, everybody. I think that's it. Alita. Yeah. I was thinking of Alita. Yeah, I think that's it. Yours disappeared. I'm sorry. Yeah, like everybody has editing ability in this file, so it might have accidentally I'm sure it was just on accident. It accidentally got deleted. If you could put it back up, so sorry about that. Yeah, so if I have your permission, I'll put those on my post. Probably not until tomorrow. I'm gonna work on mine more tonight. And or if you want to keep working on it and just tag me if you weren't able to do it right now. Just feel free to tag me and I can put those up on my feed and I'll give you credit and everything. So yeah, thank you. I had a lot of fun. It always goes by so fast. I'm always like beforehand, I'm like, oh, it's a whole hour. What am I going to be talking about? Or what are we going to do? But it always goes by really, really fast. So thanks for joining. Hope you're enjoying Lightbox. There's so much good content. A lot of it is rewatchable. So if you missed it for some reason or another, you can always go in and take a look again. Oh, Purple was the one that drew me. That's sweet. Thank you, Purple. And I'll be back tomorrow for a final one because Lightbox ends tomorrow officially at 6 p.m. I'll be back tomorrow at 5 for another draw along. Feel free to join if you'd like. But I know there's like a ton of good content, so you know, do what you're gonna enjoy the most. But if you like to come, I'll be back at 5 tomorrow, and it'll be a different character prompt. And hopefully this worked well enough where we can share our stuff at the end. So all right, thank you, and I hope you have a good night. I don't know where everybody's at. Sounds like some people are up really late, but yeah, okay. We'll see you later. Bye. Where's my buttons? Bye.